Hello, my name is Judy Dunlap, and welcome to my presentation for Application of Effective Communications here at WGU. First, let's get started. To be or not to be, that is the question. Or more specifically, to incorporate or not to incorporate is the question. Research suggests that incorporation of a business may provide greater financial protection to the owners and to the life of the business than that of a sole proprietor, because the personal financial risks are greater with a sole proprietorship. Let's first get started with talking about our first point, the longevity of the business. Will the life of the business end when you are no longer able to carry out normal day-to-day operations? The first point, your personal tax liability may increase depending on how you set up your business. For example, as a sole proprietor, you will pay taxes on your business income, and you will also pay taxes on any other personal income. They are both lumped together, putting you in a higher tax bracket. Now, your personal credit history plays a key role in borrowing additional credit lines, so your financial risk is another aspect we will tackle, along with the taxation. So let's get on to our first point, which is longevity of the business. As a sole proprietor, your business ends with your death. Your business ends when you can no longer carry out your normal day-to-day operations. Your business can be sold to another member of your family or to an outside individual. But then here again, this does not continue your business. This becomes someone else's business. And this is according to the IRS in their January 2015 publication for corporations and businesses for longevities. Now, as a corporation, your company continues on indefinitely or until the directors decide to close it. Your company may change hands at multiple times over the life of the business, which is not uncommon these days. Okay, so as you see our visual aid, the longevity, the sole proprietor ends with the death of the company, and it can be sold. With a corporation, the business continues indefinitely, and it also may be sold as well. Now, on to our second point, taxation of the business. With a sole proprietor, the owner is responsible for all the business taxes. The owner personal assets may be used to satisfy tax liens as well. The owner's personal income is added to the business income, which increases the tax liability, and this is according to the IRS in the January 2015 publication. Now, corporate taxes, corporation is a separate entity. The owner is paid a salary, but is not taxed with the company's income. Officers or board members are not personally responsible for corporate taxes. Corporations are subject to additional taxes on top of that, such as a franchise tax, which a sole proprietor will not be issued. Taxation, if we look at our chart here, sole proprietor, owner is liable for all the taxes. The owner's assets are used to satisfy any liens against the company. The company forfeits, goes bankrupt, then everything, or doesn't pay their taxes. The IRS can seize any and every asset that owner has to satisfy those liens. Now, as a corporation, the corporation is responsible solely for the corporation taxes. They do not pay the owner's taxes. The owners do not pay the corporate taxes. Corporations also have additional taxes, as we mentioned before. Franchise taxes is a good example. Now, let's get to our third point, financial risk. As a sole proprietor, the owners are personally held responsible for all financial obligations. The owners may need to borrow funds, personal collateral may be required, If the business fails, again, the owner's personal finances are at risk. Personal credit history of the owner for the sole proprietor will impact the business. According to Joseph, in the sole proprietor is responsible for all aspects of their business. Now, if we move on to the corporation side of the financial risk, the owners are not personally held responsible for tax, financial obligations, and corporations may borrow funds from time to time. Again, personal collateral is not required. Now, corporations may be required to put up collateral, but it will not be collateral from any of the owners or the officers. So, in conclusion, research does suggest that incorporation of a business does provide greater protection financially for a corporation than it does for a sole proprietor. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day.